3 of their first 4 games, and Glenelg. Sturt today had made a couple of changes. Zubrnik was out injured, of course, concussed. Walker and Taverner both out. And they were replaced by Filkey, Reid and Peter Motley playing in his first league game. For Glenelg, they were forced to make 3 changes from the side which drew with Port Adelaide on Monday. Corns, Garton and Seabohm were all injured, and Tate, Lahu and Herco took their places. So 3 changes to both sides, Sturt and Glenelg. Fine conditions at Glenelg today. The oval just a little heavy, but certainly beautiful conditions for football, and a good crowd in attendance of 12,475. Rick Davies kicked to the southern end today, which was the scoring end, and we pick up play 16.5 minutes into the first quarter, and with me in the commentary box is Robert Odie.
3-6 to 4 points. Howard's been playing that defensive centre role to perfection in recent weeks. Not quite working today, but it's early days. Casey will bring it back in. Going to go short. 5 for the Rover underneath it. Didn't take it. McGuinness. Danger here. Vader to McFarlane. McGuinness a snap. He's good. He's got it. Oh, great goal, McGuinness. Mistake made there by Pfeiffer, and it's 4-6 to 4 points.
Yes, Tony Pfeiffer relaxed on the take of the ball. He had to go at full stretch. Instead of that, he just loosened on it slightly. And as a result, quick as a flash, his opponent, Tony McGuinness, took the ball in and ran straight into the full face of goal and made no mistake. Rick Davies in the ruck now for Sturt. Vader for Glenelg.
Great start for John Hilbert and the Glenelg side. 4-6 to 4 points. Davies runs the same way. Vader, of course, is much taller. Davies did it well to Derrington. High kick. Fry comes from the back. Hewitt in front. McFarlane and Craig. Holst almost gives it to Hewitt. Quick kick by Hewitt to Weston. McFarlane, he's got Painter. Glenelg look good. Davies can't run him down. Carey almost took it. Downs. Quick tackle by Carey. Lunnis. McDermott or Pater, take your pick. McDermott. They keep the pressure on. McDermott. Quick kick. Walter almost takes it. It'll Pater free kick. Walter's got it. McDermott's under pressure, but he picked himself up quickly, and Walter can eat this from about 20 metres out.
Well, McDermott's almost absolutely exhausted already. He's played so hard in this first quarter and hour of the game.
Walter's got it. That's his first to Walter. And Glenelg run away. They're 5-6. This is a dangerous period for Sturt, who are on 4 points.
Yes, Glenelg playing very well indeed. It's on this wing here that the trouble's occurring. Chris Radbrone is once again allowing his opponent to have first touch and first run at the ball. He's just coming in from behind. And today, though, Tony McGuinness is making position beautifully to pick up the handball, and when Radbone's allowing his opponent to get a half a yard, he's sneaking out the quick handball, and away they go every time.
5-6 to 4 points. Davies in the ruck. Vader over the top. Derrington's quick handball. Davies intercepted. Fry's left foot around the body. Hollis at full forward. Down towards Pfeiffer. Behind him, Duthie. Pfeiffer will take a free kick from the half-forward line, and Marshall doesn't like Pfeiffer from the half-forward line. Going to go short. Not a good one. Derrington back to Pfeiffer. Well shepherded by Filkey. Short. Fry against the run of the ball. Hollis is clever. Back to Filkey. Snap by Filkey. He's going to run close. Sits behind, and Sturt 5 points, and Glenelg 5-6.
Yes, Eddie Fry thought the pack were closer to him then. He was waiting for the body contact. It never came. He could have just dropped that onto his stomach quite easily.
Coleman. Maynard. Over the top, McFarlane. Bad kick. Weston. Parker had to go for him. Lunnis has got it. Sewell was calling for it, but it's gone over his head. Kernahan. Almost a great mark. Pake recovers to Downs. Downs across his body. Great shepherd by McDermott. He throws himself on top of it, and it'll be a ball in.
Downs had 4 men against him then, though. They trapped it, and he recovered and brought 2 of them down. Well done. Out of bounds, half forward. Davies, Kernahan. Knocked forward by McDermott. Whittlesey tapping it to Derrington.
Free kick to Whittlesey. Derrington having the run, and the umpire taking it back. Sturt badly need a goal. Probably the most pressure they've been under since the first game against North Adelaide, Robert, and it'll be interesting to see how they react. Howard's got it on the centre wing. McFarlane on the mark. Howard from the centre wing. High drop punt. Craig's underneath it. He'll have to go. Vader against him. just lacking a bit of height at the moment, Sturt up forward. McFarlane's got it after a quick kick away. Kick by McFarlane, the centre half forward. Pake. Whittlesey did it very well. Wilson, only as far as Weston. He can set it up for McGuinness. McGuinness can run in now if he can pick it up. He's on his right leg. Snapped by McGuinness. It's very close. I think he's got it. Superb goal to McGuinness. That's his second. And Glenelg run right away to 6-6 and Sturt 5 points.
Once again, we see the situation occurring, Bruce, where the Sturt ruckman is allowing his immediate opponent to get in on that half-forward line for Sturt. And as a result, Eddie Fry, with his lack of inches, is having great difficulty in competing against Big Vader. And on that occasion, Rick was making no movement up the ground at all.
Davies, who missed the goal early in the game, and it might have made a difference because Sturt still haven't got one. It's Vader, very poor bounce again. Sewer went for it, thumped on by Weston. Kernahan, Walter had an area. Vader got back on it. Wilson chipped in. Around the body to the centre. Radbone's got to go. McFarlane. Davies to Howard. Howard to Craig. Went without it. Back to Radbone by Howard. Left foot by Radbone. Hollis, Coleman, Spill. Graham will kick a goal. It's Sturt's first. Through it goes, and it's 1-5 the Double Blues and 6-6 to the Bays.
Yeah, it's interesting that Neil Craig fumbling that ball like that. It's twice he's done it now. A simple take then, running through the centre of the ground. He was unable to take possession of the football, and as a result, made an unforced error, but Brendan Howard backed up his own play, got it across to Chris Radbone, and Chris Radbone was able to get it in, and 1 up for Sturt, 2 for Glenelg.
10-8 to 3-7. Davies on the ball against Vader. Got to get a lift, Sturt. Run the same way. Davies used the body, and it'll be a free kick against him, and it'll go to Vader. Rick's hands on hips, can't believe it. Vader across to Marshall. Marshall plays on to Kernahan. Kernahan on the half-forward flank in front of Pate.
Must be very frustrating for Davies when it's body to body that he gets penalised every time. Kernahan into the full face of goal. Carey in the front. Almost takes possession. McGuinness handballed it out to Derrington. Free kick to Motley.
Motley's 5th kick. Played a very good second quarter. Drop punt is a good run. He's a good kick. Towards the centre wing, Davies takes a ride. Thumped on cleverly by McFarlane. As far as Painter. Snared beautifully, though, by Derrington. Throwing himself on top of it was Kernahan. Allowed to play on. They're letting it go on. And Derrington will take a free kick through in the back against Painter.
Yes, they're certainly letting the ball flow, giving the players the opportunity to get out from underneath the pack. Jim Derrington from centre wing, over half forward. Pfeiffer and LaHoo. LaHoo too tall, doesn't mark that one though. He handballs it quickly.
Hewitt's got it for the Bays, and Hewitt with a left footer towards a half-forward flank. Weston is really playing an attacking centre-man's game. Lunnis has got all the time in the world to steady. Casey, good mark against Carey. Did it well. He's got Howard on a lead if he wants him. He'll use him. He'll come out this way. Short, good kick by Casey. Howard filled the spot and took the mark. Howard is playing backward to centre, and Weston's playing forward to centre. Hutton. Oh, danger. Wouldn't sit for Howard. Walter, back to Howard. Sewer, ducked his head, got away. Sewer can have a shot for goal. He's going to go close. It's going to go through. Sewer second. Magnificent goal. 11-8 to 3-7.
Well, that was a bad error by Russell Hutton. A gimme play to Brendan Howard. Handballed it at his feet. Brendan Howard just couldn't quite make the ground to hold the ball. Zip-zap up off the ground. Ran away with the ball with usual power and made no mistake. Full points, 11-8, 3-7.
Rick Davies, of course, who was penalised a moment ago. I wonder what he'll try this time against Vader. Bad bounce again. Wish they'd throw it up if they can't bounce it. Pate picks it up. Wilson. Oh, Marshall puts some pressure on with a slap. Quick handball by Filkey. Wilson's going to get a free this time. Fierce tackling by Marshall.
See the umpire running there again then, Bruce. Unnecessary, handling the players.
It's dangerous, isn't it?
It is. If the player turned around and hit him just accidentally, he'd be reported and get life.
Kick towards Craig. Good mark by Craig. He can play on. He uses Filkey. Drop punt by Filkey's very good. Getting back on it, though, is LaHoo. And LaHoo's marking strength is a power for Glenelg at the moment.
It's a beautiful mark. Lovely kick, out the painter. Making position up on the half-back line.
Painter goes short. Zip-zap takes it. What a start Sue's had for the game. Playing with confidence, trying something all the time to Duthie. Duthie from the half-back flank goes short. Painter's made some ground. Radbone did that well. Makes the yard. Davies on his own. He'll take it in the centre. Plays on. Goes short. Hollis has got the chance. Over the top. Fry's going to kick his third, I reckon. Through it goes. Eddie Fry's third goal. He's Sturt's winner up forward at the moment. And the Double Blues are 4-7 and Glenelg are 11-8.
Well, the game settled down to be an even contest at the moment. But fortunately for Glenelg, and good luck to them, they played a magnificent first quarter. But now the game's come into an even competition. I think Sturt have picked up the pace of their game. They've become aware of the faster tackle. They're prepared to get rid of the ball a lot more quickly. And as a result, they're far more competitive. They certainly were caught in the early stages of the match in the fact that they couldn't get to the ball fast enough and they couldn't get rid of it quickly enough when they got the ball.
Back in the centre, it's Vader against Davies. Malcolm Greenslade running today for Glenelg, which is ironical, of course. Started his long career with Sturt. Vader won it. Sewer's handball's very good to Marshall. Marshall from the centre wing. Carey will set himself nearly a one-hander. Casey did it beautifully to Motley. Motley's kick around the body. Davies in the centre. Weston couldn't get back on it. Davies is plagued. Wilson could have gone over the top the field. He didn't. Went towards full forward. Duthie takes the mark. A spectacular mark to Duthie.
That's two handballs Ray Wilson's missed that have been gimmies that would have set up goals or opportunities for goals.
Stewart missed it. Taken by Derrington, who goes short to Graham. Now Graham can go if he wants to. Didn't. And I don't know if he can get the distance. He would have made 5 metres in, Robert. Yeah,
well, he summed it up that he was flat-footed and the running player at him would have put him under too much pressure. He's gone for the short kick to Eddie Fry.
Didn't come off. Quick kick away by Maynard, who was put under pressure. McFarlane throws himself at it, but it's out of play, and it'll be a ball in between the forward pocket and the half-forward flank for Sturt.
Sturt have got to take advantage of every opportunity they get now. They can't afford to make any ball handling errors. They're going to get back into this game. Spill over the back to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer back turns onto his left foot. Straightens across to the centre to Craig Filkey, who's had a few kicks on that half-forward line. He's done quite well when he's had the opportunities. About 60 metres from goal.
Can he kick it from there, Robert?
He's a good kick. He'll need his best kick.
It is a good kick into the square. Spill gets set. Almost takes it. Hollis, he's going to pay the free kick, and it's going to go to Frank Spill.
Yes, over the shoulder, Bruce. Very tall man, Frank, when he puts his arms up. Keith Coleman couldn't reach over the top of him on that occasion. As I said to you a minute ago, Sturt pick up a few free kicks. It's what they're going to need to get back into the game. They need a little bit to stop this Glenelg run. But
Spill from right in front. Bit of an angle, but it's an important kick. He's got it. That's Spill's first goal, and Sturt get back a bit. They're 5-7 to 11-8. They've kicked 3-1 to 3 goals since quarter time.
They're playing very well indeed at the moment. They're trying to get to the fall of the ball. Glenelg started off at such a pace, it certainly caught Sturt napping. Rick Davies on the ball at the moment for Sturt. Rick's been playing very slowly across the centre of the ground. He's not making the yardage required to get to the fall of the ball quickly. But he's just giving Frank Spill that opportunity to have a rest. And at this point of time, if Rick can just put his hands on a couple of balls and give Sturt a start, they'll be in with a real opportunity.
Davies against Vader. Side by side, Vader over the top. Davies, quick handball, was good by Howard. Wilson not quick enough. Sewer did it well. Downs leads McDermott in the race for the ball, does it beautifully, runs away from him. Long kick by Downs towards the pocket. Caught Lahu and Derrington, they both got underneath it. Runs it towards the boundary line, and Hulse is happy to see it go over the line and out of play. It's
interesting that Chris McDermott's having trouble even chasing now. He looked very tired at the end of the first quarter. Andrew Downs ran away from him easily on that occasion.
Spill over the top of Coleman rather. Eddie Fry's got it in the pocket. Oh, very clever, went to handball, didn't. Left foot by Fry, but bounces. No, it didn't. Duthie put his hand on it and it's a behind, and Fry's kicked 3 goals, 2. He's kicked 14 goals so far this season before today, and he's kicked 3-2 out of 5-8.
He could have steadied then, Bruce. He did that so well. Broke free, well free.
Coleman Didn't get onto it. Pfeiffer's in the position, and the little bloke will take the mark. Pfeiffer from the centre half forward position, too far out. Very few players can say that they've kicked one back over Keith Coleman's head, and even though he didn't get onto it, Pfeiffer won't do it. It'll go to the goal square. Spill sets himself. He got the first grab, and he's going to be painted. And Spill's got the chance to boot his second within about 2 minutes, and if he kicks it, Sturt get within 5 goals, which I know doesn't seem a lot, but it is a lot because a few moments ago they were right out of it. Spill's kick, and he has got it. It's Spill's second, just stuck in, and the Double Blues are 6-8 to 11-8.
He's a very tall man, Bruce, as we said just a moment ago. Frank Spill, when he goes for that ball, he reached over the top of big Keith Coleman then, which is no mean feat, and was able to grab the ball quite distinctly. The umpire had no hesitation in playing the man behind because Frank had such a firm grip on the ball.
Start of the second half. Glenelg 11-11, Sturt 9-8. Carey against Spill. Neither man wins it. Carey gets back on it. McGuinness's quick kick around the corner. Pake was touched by Kernahan, called play on. Motley, who came on after Parker looked concussed, only as far as Hewitt on the half-back flank. Motley, Lunnis into his back. Very quick kick by Tate, who's come on for the Bays. McFarlane's handball, back to Tate. Tate from the pocket, and it'll be out of play. So Tate's on the ground for Glenelg. He was named in a forward pocket, but started on the interchange bench. And it'll be a ball in. It's Vader, Casey and Downs.
Peter Motley's made a difference for Sturt on the half-back flank in the second quarter, Bruce. He played a very fine quarter.
Ball in. Over the top of it. McDermott comes out with it. And it'll be a ball up. Sturt trailed by 50 points at one stage in the second quarter, and they got within 15. Eddie Fry kicked 4 goals in that term. He's kicked 5 to date. Kernahan's handball back to McDermott. McDermott's snapshot is very good. In fact, it's going to go through. Great goal to McDermott. That's his first. That's an excellent start for Glenelg. That's 12-11 to Sturt, 9 goals, 8.
Well, Chris McDermott worked very hard at the start of the first quarter. In fact, I think he had something like 8 kicks in the first quarter. And then all of a sudden he fell into a big hole. He looked very, very tired indeed, as though he'd run himself into the ground. But on that occasion, he took the handball and with a very sure left footer, just potted it through.
12-11 to 9-8. Bad bounce again. Tap by Stewart and McGuinness. Long kick by McGuinness. 13th kick to the goal square. Off hands, Lunnis couldn't quite take it. Tate did. Snap like a big fella. He's got it. Great start for Tate. Through it goes. That's his first goal for Glenelg. And it's 13-11 Glenelg. 9-8 Sturt.
Interesting, Ralph Sewer's going down to give him a kiss from the centre. It's a beautiful bit of play by Sewer. Tapped it across to McInnes, and McInnes with a magnificent kick right into the goal square. And off hands read superbly by Tate. Former West Adelaide player.
Glenelg have kicked 2 goals in the first 2 minutes of the second half. Carey fired right up against Spill. Sturt must stop the flow now. Carey's got it. Centre half forward. Vader taps it on. Hutton's got it. Quick tackle by McDermott. Tapped on towards Motley. Ducked his head, but did it well to Pake. Pake works the ball back to Downs. Downs gives Derrington a chance. Didn't quite sit for him. McFarlane, McGuinness. Quick kick by McGuinness, who's playing very well. Now Tate's got another chance here. He's getting away from Downs. He can go back to Lunnis if he wants to. Round the body. Whopping big kick. Whittlesey takes a splendid mark against the run of the ball and against McDermott.
Chris Radbone on the centre wing, again running where the ball's not going, ran exactly the opposite direction. Free kick now to Sturt. Ray Wilson on the centre wing, interfered with by David Marshall. He's at half-back. It's a shortish kick, about 50 metres, but beautifully placed towards Frank Spill. Paul Weston standing at mark.
Spill's drop punt towards the forward pocket. Craig weighed it down. Ran into trouble because he ran into his own man, but he got away quickly. Kicks it around his body to the goal square. Hollis sets himself with Duthie. Off hands. Eddie Fry's kick 5. High kick by Fry. Hollis gets underneath it. Duthie did it well to the pocket. Hewitt's kick. Sits for McFarlane. Did it beautifully, McFarlane. Radbone kept the pressure on. Handball back. Davies to Radbone. Radbone can run in and kick a goal. Missed it. Behind.
He's got tremendous pace, Chris Radbone. Did that beautifully when he does go for the ball and wants to run at it. He can certainly do it. But so often he runs where he can't get a kick. Beautifully played by Radbone on the handball, and he recovered from Davies. But couldn't finish the play. Sturt needed that goal badly too to keep in the touch with Glenelg.
Corman to bring it back in. Screw punt, didn't get onto it, but it went almost to the centre square. Carey was in front. Fry broke the tackle. Beautiful handball. Hollis, snapshot, goal. Magnificent play, Fry. Hollis a second. The 10th for Sturt, they're 10-9 and Glenelg 13-11.
Well, Paul Hollis has got great skills, as has Eddie Fry. The handball from Eddie Fry was not a good one. Paul Hollis had to control it off the ground, take possession, and then running across the face of the goal, he just spun the ball back in from the left-hand goal post. Very good goal indeed. Sturt back in again, giving themselves a chance. But Glenelg have already scored 2 goals, and Sturt have got to peg them back by at least a goal this quarter.
13-11 to 10-9. Painter is a player who hasn't come back for Glenelg. He's on the interchange bench. Spiel won the tap. Maynard slipped over. Filkey and Wilson together. Wilson's got it from the centre wing. Goes short. Michael Graham and Hewitt. Graham's got it at centre half forward. Turns onto his right foot. Snaps towards goal and through it goes. Michael Graham second, and the double blues bounce straight back at Glenelg. A magnificent game. It's 11-9 to 13-11. Crowd roaring at the bay at the moment. 14 points of difference. Spiel and Carey. Neither man gets a decisive tap. Filkey's handball was good to Howard. Craig's got it. Craig's worked very hard to Spiel. Spiel from centre half forward. Davies will set himself with Coleman. Davies, a magnificent mark.
He's a strong man, Bruce.
Well, Coleman's a very big man, and Davies shifted him. And he clenches his fist, Davies, as if to say, kick this, Ricky, because he missed one from a very similar position early in the first quarter.
It's not going to help him clenching his fist. All he's got to do is just kick the goal. Player of his experience, just confidently come in and put it on the boot. He's very hesitant.
Davies from 20 metres out. He's got it. He's kicked it out of the ground. Sturt get their 12th. Davies gets his first. And there's 8 points of difference.
Well, Frank Spill's providing a great deal of run on. He's jumping over the top of Peter Carey. Peter hasn't been able to cope with him at all. And on that occasion, he ran on for Neil Craig to receive the ball and kick the ball in on a one-out situation for Keith Coleman and Rick Davies. And Rick showing great strength, held possession, and held ground rather, and then gained possession by taking the mark. Certainly a very strong man.
Sturt captain's fired right up to, isn't he?
He's playing a fairly good game. The thing is, Bruce, up in that forward line, they're taking 2 or 3 to keep their eye on him. That's the important thing, and Glenelg is paying special attention to him.
Spiel will run straight against Carey. We've had 6 or 7 minutes of this second half. We've had 5 goals so far. Carey won it. Weston threw it over the back. Sewer missed with a handball. Wilson tapped it on. Oh, cleverly done, Pake. Filkey couldn't take it. Spiel. Filkey's handball to Derrington. Sturt is starting to win it. Craig to Radbone. The double blues go forward. Davies and Coleman, he's got it again. The Sturt captain's done it again. Magnificent mark.
See that handball out of the centre though, Bruce? This is the Sturt of last week that we saw at Adelaide Oval against Woodville, where they just gave the little handballs, one to the other, quick as a flash.
20 metres out. Davies steadies. Big crowd urge him on. Drop punt. Missed it. To behind to Davies. Sturt at 12-10. Glenelg 13-11. He's missed 2 that really have been givings, Robert.
Yes, he's showing a bit of emotion today, Rick Davies. There's a thing in sport about trying too hard. You've got to be just confident, come into the kick. He's worrying about missing at the moment. Those negative thoughts should never enter his head.
But I wonder what Keith Coleman's worrying about, because Davies has beaten him twice now within a minute with the ball in the air.
If I was Keith Coleman, I'd be worrying too.
It's going to give Sturt confidence to blast if they're under pressure and kick it high, because they know that Davies is going to grab them.
Might give him a lot of confidence though if he keeps missing him, because they've got to take advantage of these opportunities. And when Rick does take the mark one out, which he's expected to do, because after all, he is reputed to be the best mark in this club, and therefore he's expected to do that. That's his role.
Coleman's kick is a magnificent one. It's as far to the centre as you could possibly get it. Craig's having a very good quarter, but McDermott robbed him. Motley, pressure on him. Hutton went to handball, didn't. Ran around. Will go towards Filkey in the centre. Filkey did it well. Maynard will give a 15-metre away if he's not careful. Filkey's done very well for the few opportunities that he's had. Going to go back and steady. Hollis made the lead. Drop punt by Filkey. This is Davies again. Into his back a bit. Hewitt swoops back on it. Left foot around his body. Filkey's got to go from the back. Weston in front. Radbone tapped it onto Lahoo. Lahoo over the top. McDermott. Craig's tackle good. Lahoo. Weston. Weston can go towards centre half forward. Long kick. Vader's going to take a run at it, but he won't get to it. And that's a strong mark to Whittlesey, who's a very good mark for his inches in the back pocket.
The Glenelg players are hanging on after the mark too, Bruce. It's a beautiful mark.
Kick by Whittlesey to the centre. Spiel and Carey. Fry from the back. Quick kick by Craig. Graham. Very good mark in front of Hewitt. He's got Derrington and also Filkey running. If he wants him, he'll use Filkey. Short, Filkey marks on the half-forward flank, and Sturt are right back in business.
Well, this is goal-kicking distance on this oval, Bruce. He does his best kick. It's got a very good chance. He's got a slight following breeze.
Filkey from the half-forward flank. Kicks into the man on his mark. Cardinal sin in football. Takes Lahoo on. Got away with it from the pocket. Maynard, courageous performance. Ran in, blocked it, doubled himself up, in pain, and it'll be a ball in. Great commitment there by Maynard.
Yes. I would say almost the ultimate commitment.
I wonder if he's hurt his wrist or he's hurt himself in the groin or stomach area. We're not sure, but it'll be a ball in. It'll be Davies and Carey. The game goes on. Davies won it. Hollis has a run at it with Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer dribbles it towards the goal front. Oh, that's close to... No, it's not. It'll be a ball in.
Duthie did that absolutely beautifully then, because Pfeiffer had the run on him and only had to break clear, but Duthie was able to retard him. Davies and Carey. Fry comes in, kicks it high, curving.
He's got it. That's his sixth, I reckon. He's got it.
Unbelievable.
What a goal by Eddie Fry. He's kicked 6 and Sturt are within a point. 13-10 to 13-11.
Well, it would seem that Eddie Fry is just unable to miss that kick. He kicked very high, right at the right-hand post, and the ball just drifted across and went straight through the centre for Sturt's 13th goal. 1 point the difference.
What a game it is at the Bay. Magnificent football. This is Australian football at its best. Spiel to Craig. The double blues go forward. Davies takes a ride. Pfeiffer. Davies' long handball. Hewitt grabs Graham when he didn't have it. He got away with it. McFarlane, a ball in. Herco is going to warm up and may come on for Glenelg. We've been playing over 2.5 quarters, and Sturt have not been in front all day, and they've got a chance. Davies, it'll be a ball up.
It's interesting. Big Carey sat on top of Rick then. He almost looked as though he was sitting on his back.
Carey's had 1 kick today.
Yes.
But he's done some fair work.
Oh, he hasn't done very much today, Bruce.
Davies and Carey. Davies stood his ground. Kicks around his body.
Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer's in the position. Takes the mark. And little Pfeiffer can put Sturt in front for the first time today.
Well, Rick Davies is certainly a much more fluent player than he was in the first couple of games this season in the trial matches.
He'd be thriving on this big atmosphere, wouldn't he?
Well, he's lifted his game. He's taken a couple of marks.
Pfeiffer from centre half forward. He's put it through. Sturts are in front. Sturt 14-10. Glenelg 13-11 after being 50 points down early in the second quarter. Casey brings it back in. Great screw punt. He looks for Davies. That's a great kick because Davies could take it on his mark, on his chest. Craig's kick. Hollis will take a run at it. Dookie in front. Hollis couldn't quite get a run at it. Fry got in his road.
They're not bringing the ball to ground, though. He didn't spoil.
Dookie's quick kick to McFarlane.
Well done, Motley.
Beautiful tackle by Motley. Derrington will use him. Motley can have a shot for goal. Over the top to Hollis. Hollis can kick a goal. Hollis has kicked a goal. Magnificent football. Well done, young Motley. 16-10 Sturt. 13-13 Glenelg.
That's very exciting football by the young fellow. Committed himself to the block off the boot. Recovered. Regained possession of the ball. Had the chance to kick at the goal square. Held his cool. Shot it over the top. Gave Sturt the opportunity through Paul Hollis, and Paul made no mistake with his kick. Straight through the centre. Sturt in with a very real chance now. It's an important goal. Gives them some breathing space.
16-10 to 13-13. Sturt in front. Glenelg show great character as a football club on Monday against Port. It's on the line again now. Derrington from Davies. Derrington goes to the goal square. Spiel against Coleman. Thumped away by Coleman. Lahu and Pfeiffer. Lahu nowhere to go. It'll be a ball in. Davies is lifted, Robert.
Yes, that's a good bit of play by Lahu. That's the way a good back pocket player takes the ball out of bounds deliberately without looking as though he did it.
It'll be Spiel against Coleman. Coleman took off early. Spiel to Derrington. Snapshot by Derrington. Behind.
Gee, the reflex handball, he missed it to an open goal for Eddie Fry.
It was on, wasn't it?
It certainly was. He chose to kick. Still, if the kick goes through, it's equally as good.
16-11 to 13-13. Been a magnificent comeback by Sturt. A lot of football left. About to enter the time-on period of the third quarter. Coleman screw punt. Craig sets himself with Weston. Weston stood his ground and took a beautiful mark. He's dropped out of the game, though. Yes. Weston plays on. That's his 10th kick. High to centre-half forward. Setting himself, Carey, who's playing at centre-half forward. Howard won it. Sturt are winning the important kicks at the moment. Hollis. Holst at the back. Towards Filkey. Around his body. Spiel and Coleman. Fry's lurking. It'll be a free kick for holding his hand, and it'll go to Coleman.
I couldn't see that.
Coleman will go short to Holst.
I'm definitely biased, Bruce.
Holster's handball to Lahu. Made him stop. Beautiful tackle by Hollis. Derrington's got some space. Derrington can run and have a shot. Drop punt by Derrington. Behind.
Gee, that would have been an important goal then. He perhaps could have given the handball back to Paul Hollis and let him make the yards for him. Just an extra 10 metres might have been enough. Jimmy's worked very hard this quarter.
Kicked 4 points today, Derrington, without a goal.
Yes. Those little handballs when the fella's about 3 metres in front of you are so important. But the Sturt forward line's worked very hard this quarter. The ball's been up there a lot. So have the Glenelg back line. So that will give the Sturt defence a bit of an opportunity in the last quarter. They've had a breather during this quarter.
16-12 to 13-13. Screw punt by Coleman. Farland's underneath it. Also Filkey. Filkey
marked it.
Well, he had his hand on it first, there's no doubt. McFarlane ripped it off him when it's been paid. Umpire was in a good position. McFarlane's drop punt. Craig against Weston and also Carey. Craig did it well. Well done by Seward. Set it up for Carey. Carey almost ran out of bounds. That's his second kick. Kernahan and Casey tapped away. Getting back on it, Motley. Did it very well. Sets it up towards Downs. Oh, Downs rode the bump beautifully to Howard. Howard's playing well. High drop punt. Fry will set himself. Oh, really a magnificent mark. He hung in the air for ages, and it'll be a ball up. He just hung there, Robert.
Very good flyer at the ball. Lacks inches Eddie Fry, but he certainly can get in the air.
What a footballer he is, though. He's turned it on today.
There's a lot of space. Craig Filkey stopped in the right spot to get a kick.
Listen to the roar as Davey sets himself with Vader. Vader won it. Weston. Craig's played beautifully. Wants it to go out of bounds. Wills it to go out of bounds. Weston won it, though. Back to Vader. Holst. Fry took it off him. Magnificent skills by Eddie Fry. To the pocket. Hollis. Couldn't take it. Lahu will run it out of bounds and take a free kick for a trip. Well, Eddie Fry just took that ball off Holst then.
Glenelg are getting a couple of frees now. That'll settle them. It's what they need. Get in for the first of the ball if they can.
Davies will set himself, but Vader's a taller man. Davies not happy with himself. Vader's kicking the zip-zap in the centre. Howard beats him for it. Dumps it towards centre-half forward. Michael Graham taps it to Filkey. Wade against Graham for a throw. Maynard. Pressure by Graham. Maynard couldn't handle it. It'll be a kick and it'll go to Derrington.
Well, that bit of play by Michael Graham is a bit unfortunate. It's a beautiful football Sturt to play. They're trying to find each other now. They're using their quick give.
Derrington's kick to the pocket. Try. They try and beat him 2 against 1. Hewitt did it well. Almost ran out. Didn't. Kept it in. Booms it to Carey. They thump it away from Carey. Weston. Riddlesey. Motley. Motley to centre half forward. That's his 10th kick. Hollis couldn't control it. Duthie did. Played it well too. To zip-zap in the centre.
Well, that was a bit of luck Sturt and needed to win the game, I'd say. And a bit of luck's going to get him back in. Glenelg as McInnes gives to McDermott. McDermott fires and misses.
He's going to give him a free kick. He's going to give McDermott a free kick, I think.
Well, if the umpires give him a few more frees, they'll get back into the game. There's no doubt about that. They're getting the ball first. That's careless football by Sturt.
Ball wouldn't sit for Hollis. Duthie read it beautifully from full-back. And now McDermott has a very important shot for goal from centre half forward.
Well, that bit of play there by Hollis when he went out to meet the ball was positioned for him. Only had to deflect it, and Sturt had a whole road into the goal. But Duthie was too good. He took possession of the ball, kept his eye on it when the bad bounce came, and given Glenelg a real chance.
McDermott, 45 metres out. Drop punt. He's pulled it. It's a behind. No better than the first result. McDermott's kicked 1-3, and it's 13-14 to 16-12 as we go to the 29-minute mark of the third quarter.
It's interesting, Chris McDermott missing these goals. He looks a very tired player. He did before half-time.
Casey looks towards Davies, or stumped away by the big fella Coleman, who followed him up. Wilson shows great pace to get back on it first. Very good tackle by Kernahan. Hutton got pushed in the back and will take a free kick in the back pocket.
See there, the little freeze. I think he was very lucky to get that. Took a dive from in front a moment ago. The umpire wouldn't have paid him that one. And now he's picked up one to save Sturt again.
Drop punt by Hutton. Davies took off early. Thumped it away. Weston couldn't get it. Wilson's got it. He'll go over the top towards Spill. Spill can use Craig. Should does. Craig can run on and go to Filkey. Over it goes. Filkey steadies. He's got to run though. He's through the tackle. Over to Pate. Pate the centre half back. Player's going to kick a goal. Magnificent football. Pate ran from centre half back and kicked the goal. And Sturt 17-12 and Glenelg 13-14.
Well, in years gone by when Paul Weston used to play centre half back, you'd see him run through the centre, but I don't think you'll ever see a better movement than Timmy Pake's then. He got right inside half forward, he followed the ball all the way up the ground, and he even kicked the goal when he was being tackled, which even made it a greater effort. Sturt in with a real chance at 30 minutes.
And they were in with a real chance, all right. They went right away with it in the last quarter, 24-16 to 15-21. Amazing to think that at one stage in the second quarter, Glenelg led by 50 points. The main goal scorers, Eddie Fry kicked 8, Pfeiffer kicked 3 with Hollis and Davies. Davies could have kicked 6 or 7 had he kicked straight. Graham and Spill both with 2. McGuinness got 3 for Glenelg. Sewer, Weston, Walter and McDermott each with 2. And what a great game it'll be next week at the Unley Oval between Sturt and Port Adelaide. That'll be the main big replay game next week. Sturt against Port Adelaide, the two top sides at the moment from the Unley Oval. We'll take a break and come back and have a look at the game from Football Park between West Adelaide and Woodville.